So
our esteemed Rod has its announcements related to some of our HackFortress infrastructure.
evening. So a lot of you probably don't know me. I'm Murad. Um, for those of you who don't, a lot of the infrastructure on the hack side, for example, that scoreboard and the ones the hackers use, I've written over the past like 10 something years, 2011, I believe. And so there's a lot of pieces to this game, as you might be aware, right? There's the TF2 side, the hackers, the intercommunication stuff. But as we end Shmoocon and kind of retire this game for Shmoocon, and as I retire as well from HackFortress, I want to give a little gift to the community. And so my gift is the HackFortress Hacker Scoreboard, the stuff you guys use. I'm open sourcing tonight. So as the finals come to a close, I'm going to flip the switch on GitHub, and it'll be public. So I invite all of you to take a look. That's also why I'm also doing it afterwards, because I don't want you guys to break it. You know, nothing's unhackable. Don't forget that. So I invite you guys to take a look, and I encourage you to take a look and see if you can go further. Find something cool to do with it. Find something fun, because like that's the point of HackFortress, right? To have fun at the end of the day. So that's my gift to you guys. Hopefully you enjoy.
What license?
MIT.
MVM hackers, y'all ready? Y'all can internet, y'all can see the scoreboard. All right. Big Doggy hackers, same question, but for you. Yes. My honorable friend, Duke Shadwell. Excellent. All right. Our first event, the Good Riddance Karaoke Challenge. Each team has been challenged with writing their own lyrics to Green Day's classic high school graduation anthem, Good Riddance. Please, each team, please present your chosen singer, chosen champion. Yeah, to clarify, teams are singing, Bruce and Heidi are sitting in judgment. And if there's a tiebreaker, I'm just going to club somebody with the wrench. All right. Now it's Jeff Hackens. And that's Miller High Life, jackass. That's Miller Light. All right, after Rusty's terrible, all right, finish. Okay, before we get to the singing, gamers, let's hit that button and kick the round off. Ready? Hit F4, motherfuckers! Okay, clock is ticking. We're gonna do a coin flip. Challenge going?
When you're ready, the karaoke is good.
All right, flipping the coin. Red MVM's up. Blue, Big Doggy. And MVM takes the first up. Sing it to the mic. When you're ready.
Oh god, I don't hear it.
Dream Team, do we have music?
Guarding the door. So grab your badge and wrench and don't ask why. Flash Shmoocon's finale's final cry. Something unpredictable, just like MVM Swarm. I hope your dispensers kept you warm.
Raise the volume, please. Just the mic volume.
Take the toxin upgrades to rockets you flare. Hackers in the ballroom, MVM chaos in the air. Pyros burn the frontline, medics save the fight. For what it's worth, we're pitching the bots tonight. Nothing unpredictable, like Shmoocon's badge drop. I hope your engineers didn't stop. It's hard to keep up with this and like reading off of it at the same time. Is it? Yeah.
Air guitar.
Yeah. Has it been a minute? Do I have to finish all of it?
No, let's say that's good.
All right.
All right. right, Big Doggy, can you beat that? You ready?
Mic check, 1, 2.
When you're ready. Boys, was your Jesus different? Bigger, smaller, multiple Jesuses?
Another con has come and gone, it's hard to say goodbye. The hackers, coders building here, their spirits won't die. So take the memories, the keynotes, and the crew. The final Shmoocon's done, but we'll remember you. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. We hope you had the time of your life. From lockpicks clinking softly to networks we explored. The talks, the laughs, the sleepless nights, and the hacks that we adored. We hope, oh shit, though this may be the end, we still feel whole. Community and knowledge, the heart of every soul. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. We hope you had the time of your life. The lanyards, badges, secrets shared beneath the glow. Each Shmoocon memory will follow where we go. And though the curtain closes on the epic run, the echoes of this gathering will live on in everyone. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. I hope you had the time of your life. That's not gonna work. We're good?
All right, I just got one question for both teams. Who actually wrote the lyrics themselves and who just had ChatGPT do it? All right, Bruce, Heidi, what's the opinion? Who gets the points? Who gets hit with the wrench?
Jesus.
Turned off. There, it's on now. First of all, don't hit anyone with a wrench, please. You can do it Sunday after 5 p.m. when the con's over, just not right now. While it was a valiant effort by MVM, good try. I think that the blue team made Heidi cry in a good way. So, yeah, I think that Big Doggy is the winner. All right, that is points for Big Doggy. And a reminder, that is not our only karaoke challenge. Our existing karaoke challenge from round 1 and round 2 still on the board. New songs have been added.
All right. Stream. Room. We are here at the final match of the final Shmoocon HackFortress.
After a very emotional introduction to this final round, what an excellent performance from both teams.
I'm here, Tim, and you're Carrick.
I'm here, I'm Carrick.
And we're here for the last match of the evening. It seems like Team MBM already had a nice start to the match. Not a predictable pick for a map.
No.
We already got a karaoke.
Oh my God.
We don't matter. Go to them.
Yeah.
Test. Just so you know, I don't get to pick the songs. There's a list. I picked the song though, so I get the blame for that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here I go. I know. Ooh. I can't hear the music very well. I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. And I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Hey, Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I'm up and jaws are on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom and a line outside the door. Black lights and a mirror disco ball. Every night's another reason why I left it all. I thank my wicked dreams, a year from Tennessee. Oh, Santa Monica, you've been so good to me. We'll make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. I'm just having fun on stage in my heels, it's where I belong.
All right. It seems as though we've spent about the first 10 minutes of the competition just singing, nothing else.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Honestly, those were some of the best performances we've seen all night.
You know, you wouldn't be wrong in saying that. I would agree with that completely, Carrick.
No, I think that was a beautiful rendition. I think, honestly, maybe better than the original.
They should honestly start their own music studio and do their own remake.
I think so, too. I think if competitive TF2 doesn't pan out for Big Dogie, they should definitely go into
The music industry?
Music business, for sure.
Honestly, yeah. All right. There's about 33 minutes left in the match. We are about 15 minutes underway already.
Yeah.
You haven't seen us for those first 15 minutes.
That's all right. They didn't miss us that much.
Nah, not really.
That's all right.
So here we are on the, I would say arguably a very famous map for Team Fortress 2,
Maybe
High
even
Tower.
divisive. Maybe even divisive.
Although, you know, unironically, if you hate this map, you can blame Stream Team.
I think Hightower is one of those certified Hood Classic maps. As, you know, not everybody's going to play it, but those who know.
We were asked by Judge Team, they said, what map should we play for this final map? And we said, you know what's an old classic to us?
You know what would offend most new players?
Good old Hightower.
Good old Hightower. It's one of those very even maps. No matter which side you spawn on, it's pretty much paralleled, like mirrored rather, on both teams.
Plenty of fun things that have happened here, especially with those environmental kills. We've already seen earlier in the match a soldier getting crushed by the cart as it was coming back down.
That lateral movement's huge on this map, up and down, a lot of rocket jumping, a lot of scout movement, a lot of action on this map. It's a great map for just slogging it out in team deathmatch almost.
I don't know what the challenge...
I think he's been sprayed on the face with something.
I don't know what the challenge was. It looks like he was...
Maybe Fox P? Wow.
Sprayed with what?
You already watched the movie? They spray with chrome.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and while I have your attention, let's make another announcement. Some of y'all probably wondering what's going to happen to HackFortress Season 2. We are pivoting from a CTF to a lifestyle brand. HF Gear, we've got the gear. Keep your eye out. Announcements coming soon on our social media. We are both on X and the shit show formerly known as Twitter, and we are now on Blue Sky with a whopping 5 followers.
For those in the Twitch stream, those in the chat wondering what our fabulous commentator Heiss has been up to, we are starting a lifestyle brand for HackFortress, selling many kinds of different merchandise. After Shmoocon, I don't think we'll be doing much HackFortress after this outside of selling different kinds of apparel.
Crowbars, bricks, pans, who knows?
I don't know if those are in there.
Anything's possible with enough spirit. But speaking of spirit, Red Team showing a lot of spirit in this competition right now. Leading Big Doge with 300 points.
Stickers today. Way more shit to plaster our name on. We're not done.
So many stickers.
Stay tuned for HackFortress coin.
Absolutely. That's going to be the next kind of crypto that we announce. Man, it's been 15 minutes of the match. I don't think we've really even talked about the match.
No, the match so far has been pretty solid, Team Fortress wise and hack wise. Looking at a bit of a deficit here. Big Doge trailing MBM by about 300 points. Lacking in the hack side and TF2 side. MBM kind of really coming full force into this fight.
Absolutely. So with Big Doge pulling out the crits here, able to stop MBM, pushing the car up the hill, getting an advantage over them. That's the thing about Payload Race here, especially on this map. There's no real strategy per se.
No, you do have to split your team up a little bit. Somebody to push the cart while somebody defends the other car from being pushed. It's a give and take.
Especially with typical Payload Race maps we've played in the past, there's a bit of strategy you can employ for defending your, preventing the enemy team from capturing the cart and also, capturing your own cart. But when it comes to High Tower, it's a little unique.
It's a little unique, yeah. Like I said, at the end of the day, both teams are set up exactly in the same spot. It's a very even, mirrored map. And when it comes down to it, towards the end, it just ends up being one team trying to push very hard against the team that's spawning on them.
Absolutely.
And the other team just trying to hold that elevator long enough to capture. But like I said, it's a very even map. It's a good test of skill.
You know how we've been talking about in the past where, certain classes don't excel, certain classes have a disadvantage when it comes to certain parts of the maps, like especially with CP, Heavy kind of struggles.
Absolutely.
Here with with Payload Race on High Tower,
oh yeah,
less of an issue.
No, Heavy can just sit in that cart, get the heals and the ammunition from the cart as he's pushing, and it's just really disadvantageous to the other team to try to push on that Heavy.
And that's what we're seeing here exactly. Both teams have been going back and forth, trading blows. MBM's getting actually to the platform, trying to push it, but Blue's starting to roll out a main spawn. They're going to have a bit of problems, pushing that, especially as Blue's in upper balcony and spawn. Scout going behind for the flank, dominating the demo, coming in, looking for the soldier, getting the medic, just flipped both the scouts, just cleaning up.
Oh my god, absolutely cleaning house on the enemy
But Blue
team.
Scout coming in, not able to quite finish them all off, stopping the payload. Maybe it'll be enough time to respawn and get back in, but it's looking a little tough for Big Doggy to stop MBM here.
No, you're absolutely seeing how easy it is for Blue Team to focus death damage right on that card as it's moving up. It's really easy to get explosive in there. Pyro doing a great job of trying to reflect those projectiles, get them right back into that blue spawn to keep them off. Hiding behind the cart. Looks like he might get this cap point if anybody's able to stop him.
Nope. We're seeing a soldier jump again, trying to stop Pyro, getting on to block the capture.
Pyro using his air blast and getting that soldier off of his ass. And MVM taking 4 wins so far.
Very, very, very pretty even on the hack sides for stuff. Big Doggy has 570 on the hack sides, MVM with 695, but MVM is getting that advantage on the Team Fortress 2 side.
Absolutely. It's still anybody's game, though, with almost half an hour left in the match.
We got quite a bit of time here on Payload Race High Tower, especially, you can get a lot of points for those round wins. It's not overly difficult to just push those and keep, keeping the momentum for that.
Yeah, the only issue being, again, seeing that enemy team spawn right on that last point. They're just going to come right out of the spawn and start shooting at wherever you are on that elevator. It's going to be pretty easy for them to do some solid damage unless you can maneuver around it, or maneuver around it.
That's a good one, my co-commentator, Garrick. I'm a real big fan of that. Oh. It sounds like they're running into support issues over on the judge side.
Speaking of support issues, looks like blue team taking a pretty big attack, denying red team any kind of purchase on that defense.
Absolutely, but not being aware of their surroundings. The heavy medic combo, very strong duo, getting wiped out as they're pushing up the payload.
Demo laying down a pretty solid bed of sticky bombs, but not able to detonate them in time.
All right, we're seeing Demo here trying to deny the heavy, getting back into the spawn, afraid of the Demo.
Yeah, rightfully so. He did knock down more than half of his health in a couple seconds there, really just kind of dying the heavy from getting to the cart and
Scout
capturing
not
those
ready for
points
this
there.
heavy push,
Oh
getting
my God.
annihilated.
Yeah, Heavy really getting the jump on him there.
Heavy looking to use those fists to try and punch someone. Not going to get far, especially against the Scout. Pyro combo getting annihilated.
Heavy
there.
and Medic kind of overextending into that Pyro and Scout combination, just taking too much damage to be able to cope. Speaking of cope,
Yeah?
I was just looking at the score up there.
Oh, that score?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too much coping going on. I mean, Big Doggy might have to cope with the skill issue that they're struggling with at the moment.
It seems like some sort of skill issue might be going on. It's not too late though to pull in some bribes, pull in some sneaky maneuvers to get some extra points on that scoreboard.
Although I don't believe the bribes have opened up yet. They usually open up in the last 10 minutes of the round, though.
It will be interesting to see what people are willing to throw towards the cause of earning the final Shmoocon wrench.
Demo setting up right on the spawn, denying anyone from walking out. Might be able to get some more spawn traps. Ooh, taking out the heavy as well.
Absolutely unkind behavior from the blue team's demo man. But you know what? That's how it has to go.
You can't blame them, especially when they're
Absolutely
behind. You got
not.
to use whatever you can.
Yeah, it's time for shady tactics. It's time to push the limits. It's time to maybe bend the rules a little bit.
I know it's the final, but that's just high tower.
That is high tower. Sometimes sneaking on there and hiding behind the payload as a scout is the way you win the match.
Ooh, but the Heavy's
Just by
picking
being
up
a
on it.
sneaky little shit.
Ooh, but Heavy getting knocked right off the cart.
Oh
That's
my
unfortunate.
God. I don't know if you saw it, but the scout absolutely denying them that capture point by hiding behind the payload, unable to be seen by the Heavy or anybody else on the enemy team.
If any of y'all are trying to do a SSH cert-related puzzle, looking for thumb drive, yeah, that puzzle needs to be dropped. Do not attempt. Do not attempt.
All right, we're seeing a few puzzles in the room being shut down.
Some of y'all aren't aware of this yet. Some of us are, and by some of us, I mean all of us, we're doing
It's time to remind everybody that most of the staff is probably at least partially inebriated at this point, and it can't be held liable for any kind of discrepancy or unreliability on the HackFortress end.
All right, we're seeing on these scoreboards here, it seems like MBM, the points that are giving them the advantage here, a solid 300 round wins is putting them in the lead. If Big Doggy is able to take a bunch of wins on the Team Fortress 2 side, they would be in the same position. They'd be able to, join up with them.
This isn't necessarily a super unbalanced fight for either team.
No.
It's just a matter of getting those points in and using your points for the hack side towards TF2 bonuses and rolling on.
Big Doggy has...
Judges, perhaps in front of a laptop, we have a bribe from Big Doggy.
What is the bribe?
Looks like they're being bribed with hard liquor and maybe champagne.
It looks like 2 bottles of some variety. One looks like champagne.
The other one looked like whiskey to me, but I can't tell from a distance.
Absolutely. Anyways, back to the more important things on the screen. We're seeing both the teams arguing over the center cross point. Scout looking to flank, trying to get that medic pick.
Blue team kind of getting denied there, losing the majority of their team on that fight.
And it seems like Team MBM is getting the advantage here, especially on this cart pushing. You know,
Yeah,
it seems
nearly
like
a 600-point lead. Yeah.
absolutely. Most of that
Bringing
coming
it
from
up.
the round wins right now, which is giving them, you know, that early advantage that they need, especially with 20 minutes still left in the match. That could be what carries them to the end. Scout going in, baiting the demo stickies. Ooh, we're seeing it pushed right in blue spawn. This could be destructive for them. Getting the heavy. Pyro
Heavy-
going in, just getting destroyed.
Yeah, Heavy doing his best to try to get some damage done before being eliminated, but there's not much he can do there against an Uber, a demo, and
Absolutely.
another scout dancing around him.
And Heavy just sitting here on the cart doesn't need to go much of anywhere with unlimited ammo and a free trickle of regeneration.
Yeah, it is true, although that will slow the medic supercharge build from what I remember.
You know what I remember back in my heyday when I used to play Team Fortress 2?
What's that?
On a map like this, Engineer is so destructive.
That's true. We haven't, honestly, throughout this competition, we haven't seen much Engineer.
That's true. We've seen
Maybe
Engineer
once
a
or
handful of
twice.
times.
Yeah.
You know what's the other thing about Engineer? Buildings are not affected by crits.
Ooh, speaking of crits, blue team using their crit bonus from the hack side, really utilizing that and getting a team wipe on red team. Definitely going to get them some solid ground on the cart.
And it looks like Big Doggy is catching back up here, you know, not too far apart on the hack points or the Team Fortress 2 side. So we're going to see if they can bring it back with this. There's 20 minutes. There's a lot of time to do anything.
And I think the interesting thing is, if I'm incorrect, I think Big Doggy won Shmoocon HackFortress last year.
Not Big Doggy.
No?
Oh, you saying Shmoocon of last year?
Shmoocon of last year.
yes, they were
And then
previous winners.
MBM won DEF CON of last year. So it's really the two champions right now
Absolutely.
coming down to the finals, which is really cool for the last Shmoocon HackFortress that we're
Yep.
having the two best teams of the last year
Yep.
battling it out for number one.
2 repeat winners coming back to face off against each other to see who is the better team at the last HackFortress.
And I think we're really seeing that with the skill being displayed here on this high tower. It's just back and forth, just trading slugs, just absolutely showing what they have. It's really good to see both teams just coming out in full force and absolutely doing their best and showing us how this game is meant to be played.
I gotta say, that was an impressive reflect pipe jump.
That was cool. I don't know if anyone else saw that. Was really
That
cool.
was not a very common thing we see here.
No, but the Pyro really showing what he's got.
Well, maybe not anymore. Maybe a
not
little
a
less.
whole lot.
Just enough. Scout going in, trying to deny that capture demo, just
You
trying
know,
to deny anyone from jumping on,
He's
trading
doing his
blows.
best. You know what? That's fine. If you trade kills, that's at least an even point exchange.
But
you know?
those trading blows are not going to work here, especially as MBM takes another round win, putting them up to 450 points in round wins over Big Doggy's no round wins.
Still, with a decent amount of points, not trailing far behind.
Absolutely. You'll notice you're not getting any points captured. Their only point to capture is the last point for the cap, which is what you're getting. Why they're getting all those massive
My
points. 2
God.
scouts trying to take on
Yeah,
1 scout, can't get the kill.
I was gonna say, Red Team Scout really showing his stuff, taking on both 2 scouts and a soldier at the same
And
time,
only needing a
and
medic.
winning. My God.
Scout going in for the flanks here, able to get in, just pistoling and shotgunning them,
Holy
not
crap.
expecting them to drop from the top of the high tower.
Yeah, Red 4 really showing his stuff here.
Are we seeing Blue trying to back off here, trying to regroup, seeing if maybe they can stop Red and then they can take their own payload, but they're seeing the struggle a bit.
Yeah, Blue Team kind of on their heels right now, being pushed back into spawn by a very aggressive Red Team. Again, this very aggressive pushing style has been working so far in this competition, especially against the teams that aren't really ready to keep up with heals or keep their players healthy enough to even combat the super aggressive demo and pyro combo they have going on right now.
Absolutely. Blue does not seem to have much to slow down their approach at the moment.
Yeah, especially being frozen right now with some of the hack points that MBM has been able to collect so far.
Absolutely. You know, I remember back when we used to play on High Tower all the time. Very strong class for this map, especially if you're sitting in the balcony. Sniper.
Sniper, and, you know, funny enough, opposite side too, Pyro as well. Pyro is great at ambushing people. There's a lot of little crevices and crannies that Pyro can hide in on this map and just pop out and take you as surprise and just absolutely destroy your ult, as you saw right now with Red Team. Absolutely flanking the enemy Pyro and annihilating him pretty quickly.
That's the thing. There's not particularly too many choke points on this map. There's just a lot of, those long sight lines, or there's, very close quarters encounters, like if you're sitting in barn.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you have big wide sight lines, but you also have those little tiny flank routes that smaller classes can really take advantage of, like Scout. You can get Pyros in those side flank areas and really just punish the enemy team for taking the wrong route as a heavy with a shotgun out, or a medic who doesn't know where the rest of his team is.
Yep. Absolutely, and it seems like Team MBM immediately taking my advice, switching out, Red 6 going to Sniper to look for easy picks from the balcony, because guess what? They're going to have a hard time competing with you.
It's defensible. You're away from the enemy team. The only way they can really get close to you is either by using explosive jumps or jumping into spawn, which puts you pretty out in the open for the enemy team.
Yep, and Sniper just has that direct line of sight to the spawn, so they can even be sitting all the way back at their own spawn from the balcony and protecting their team.
Speaking of which, looks like Red team has had no issues setting up and really just controlling the map right now, denying blue team any kind of action towards the point.
Pyro denying any projectiles from coming in and any Pyros from jumping on.
Using that partially unlimited ammo to just keep air blasting, denying the explosive classes any kind of ground. Although Red team pulling out a sniper and taking out a couple pretty solid picks.
There's only one problem with it. Oh, but here's that problem is solved. Sniper can't get up on that cart, but can stop anyone from pushing.
Yeah, especially when they're doing that the split push, especially like you said.
Well, there's not much you can do in this situation, though. You gotta just push in.
No, exactly. You wait for your team, or you die trying.
And there it is, Team MBM taking their 7th round win. And you can see it's not all that far apart in the hack department, but the Team Fortress 2 side, MBM is taking a domineering lead.
Oh, absolutely. Really, although looking at the kills, it seems like both teams are not too far apart from each other.
Absolutely. It seems like MBM is just capitalizing off those kills better.
Both teams fighting for that middle point, trying to get that crossroads. Whoever gets there first gets a slight time advantage, but honestly, it comes down to kills at the end of the day.
We're seeing the shovel come out, looking to deny the scout from coming in. Seems like Big Dogie is having, a little bit of trouble. They're switching over to Sniper.
Sniper's trying to get a pick on the medic, but had no luck because he's trying to defend himself from the enemy team.
Yep.
Even in his own spawn.
And it helps the Team MBM is constantly, both teams, honestly, switching up their strategies, trying to find something that works.
Which is
MBM originally running that Sniper and then being like, we're good for this round, we'll switch it over the next.
No, at the end of the day, that is the best move if you're behind. Just trying to switch it up. Try to switch up your team comp. See if there's any weaknesses in their team that you can try to exploit. Maybe throw a spy in the mix because they're really not paying attention to their medic. Maybe throw a sniper in to try to pick some of the other classes. But at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, it comes down to who's doing damage in the fight.
Absolutely. But let's be honest here. If you're playing spy, it's not about, always being the most effective. It's about getting those sick jumps off the top of a high tower and backstabbing the enemy.
I think you need to stop with that. That's not true.
You don't want to see the high tower stab?
No. I think where spy really comes into this is, like I said, taking advantage of a team that's overconfident, not paying attention to what's behind them.
Especially like that.
Yeah, especially like that. Not necessarily keeping their heads on a swivel because, they're winning.
See,
but
but why would you do that when you can just play scout and you can just run up behind the heavy and shoot them in the back?
You know what? I don't know if that's as
see, that's
funny.
really easy, but you know what's great?
Comedy.
The spy high tower stab.
Comedy's great.
All right, not much going on here. Looking for a push in. Blue's trying to get in there. Big W's trying to see if they can stop the push here. Able to stop him at the bottom of the hills. Heavy running away, coming back with the medic. Scouts looking to find some different angles to attack, but they're not going to have an easy time here. Ooh.
Ultimately, what I'm looking at right now is the fact that MVM is just staying more together on the map. Really just kind of keeping each other backed up, not splitting each other up, not going in 3 or 2 at a time. Really just keeping that team around that cart.
Right, absolutely.
Able to support each other.
All right, Demo up here looking to deny the Sniper. Sniper not aware of what's going on. Demo jumping down seems like a bit of a, a weird maneuver to jump down from the advantageous position, but...
Yeah, that's all right. Sometimes you make mistakes.
That's
really stupid mistakes. They get you killed.
It hasn't seemed to work, against them yet, but, well... in this situation, I think most of red dying was.
Blue team almost wiping the entire red team there in that fight. If they can get themselves on that cart, stop the other team from pushing any, they can really, you know, just try to secure their first capture point.
All right, it seems like we're doing a player swap on the blue side for Big Dogie. They're swapping one of their hackers and their players. It also depends, you know, maybe the hacker is experienced with Team Fortress 2, maybe the player's experienced with hacking, but it's uncertain.
They couldn't do worse.
All right. We're left with 11 minutes back in the round. MBM with 2,366 points. Big Dogie 1,556. MBM having that big lead over them right now.
Definitely not the greatest efforts we've seen so far.
Absolutely. We're seeing the demo try and deny anyone pushing.
Because you're not going to turn anybody away from that fast. So, once you get to the donation, round one, you will totally accept that.
As was told by Heiss, there is a possibility that your team, either MVM or Big Dogie, can crowdsource to get donations for points on their side. Big Dogie would need a lot of points for that, though, at this point.
I'm inclined to agree at this point. Almost a 1,000 point deficit.
Absolutely.
Mostly, honestly, looking mostly at the TF2 side on this one. Big Doge seems to be losing some of their momentum from last round.
Is the large dog worth $1,000?
Who knows? I will say, showing up as the underdog in last match, clawing their way back to victory, maybe didn't show a lot of promise for last round. But you know, they might have something left in their bag of tricks. Who knows? Who knows?
All right, we are down to the 10-minute mark here. With Big Dogie, you know, falling behind by 1,000 points. MBM up by 1,000, 2,000, almost 2,500 here. And they are still just pushing the payload aggressively, not stopping at all.
God, yeah.
Heavy using the cart as really good cover in this situation, just constantly sitting on it and doing what Heavy is best at.
Yeah,
locking
absolutely.
down that objective.
Yeah, keeping the enemy team from doing anything about the fact that he's just sitting his fat ass on there.
They got props for something. Is this the Jimmy Carter rabbit fishing incident?
All right, we've got the Jimmy Carter Memorial Challenge. This is a real thing that happened. There are photos available in the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library. Oh, wait, hold up. Cheston, could you play Kung Fu Fighting? Kung Fu Fighting. We need Kung Fu Fighting for the Jimmy Carter Memorial Challenge. If you want clarification, just laugh the shit out of it.
What a pencil joke.
Stream team, music. That is not Kung Fu Fighting,
God,
sir.
I love Kung Fu Fighting.
Sounds to me like some kung fu feedback is going on.
Feedback would have been better.
Damn.
I'm not getting any sound.
Everybody was Kung Fu Fighting. Da, da, da. The kicks were fast as light. Just try some passwords. $546 in cash to the EFF.
That was a sizable cash donation from Big Doge, trying to claw their way out of defeat for this final round of HackFortress.
What we just experienced was, in some form of memory to Jimmy Carter, may he be remembered for more than the rabbit incident.
Hopefully, he will be remembered for something slightly less insensitive.
How is that insensitive?
That's like if you died and someone's like, here's the most embarrassing moment in your life, let's play it for a crowd of people.
He probably has. What, do we want to have this? How are we going to reenact the time that Jimmy Carter went into a nuclear reactor and saved people?
We have a lot of props.
We do not have fissionable material available.
Could we reenact the time that Jimmy Carter had his peanut farm removed from his possession?
I don't think that's any better. All right.
Speaking of removing from possession, MVM securing their win against Big Doge as far as they possibly can without making it, I think, hurtful towards the enemy team.
Absolutely. You know, team's still rolling. They're the Fury Road has been completed. There is no more Fury on the road.
It's a Furyless road right now. Not Furyless road though, as Big Doge still trying to hold themselves in
Only
in
behind
the
by 600
competition.
points, you know?
Not the biggest loss we've seen so far. We should definitely expect Big Doge to try to pull some moves before the end of this match.
And we're down to the last 5 minutes here. We're looking at the point breakdown. MBM, 2,644 points over Big Doge's 2012. It was an okay year, amount of points. MBM taking a commanding lead in terms of kills over Big Doge. It's not far in the hack points, but on the Team Fortress 2 side, you know, MBM's got almost double Big Doge's amount of points.
Yeah, we're looking at hack points. Really, it's like 1,400 against 1,400 right now. TF2, MPM holding a lead with 1,172 points and 587 points for Big Doge, which is they were a pretty solid team from the early rounds. So I think MPM's really been holding some, pulling some punches in the earlier match, really showing what they've truly got.
Pyro attempting to help on the cart and just falling flat on their face. Scout taunting on the point, not realizing they were getting bombed, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely securing that BM win. Going for the full 10 wins against Big Doge's 0 point captures so far.
All right, we're down to the last 4 minutes here. It is possible for Big Doge to come back with a combination of challenges, you know, maybe getting a round win under their belt before the round finishes out.
Yeah, that gap for victory is slowly closing right now, though, as MVM just really is going for the throat, not letting Big Doge get any purchase on this map.
So we're seeing the standard fighting here. Is it possible that Big Doge is going to be able to take the center point?
No.
Oh, well, there goes. That's the heavy med combo. They're dead. They're all
dead.
They're all dead. They're just rolling them.
It's over. The chair of punishment is being brought out.
Attention MVM, you have been challenged to play Quake.
What?
One of your hackers must now play Quake against one of the Big Doge Quake.
You know, they say Quake, one of the predecessors to Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, honestly, I think without Quake, we wouldn't even have Team Fortress 2, and without Team Fortress 2, we wouldn't have HackFortress. So Quake is really fundamental to this entire competition.
Absolutely.
Without pretty much anybody here knowing this.
Without Quake, no air strafing and no rocket jumping.
That's true.
All right, here we're seeing Scout here coming in for a flank. Pyro not paying attention to what's going on, getting just pushed around, getting flanked and killed.
Yep, it was not hard for blue team to deny that push. I don't know why. It seemed like red team just could not secure that capture.
Absolutely. Big Doge is going to have a bit of an uphill battle here.
Agreed.
On Big Doge, we have another
I love the static.
That was yummy.
It feels good on the tinnitus.
That made me feel warm and fuzzy
We're seeing
inside.
a big team fight here. Demo trying to come in, deal a lot of damage. Big Doggy coming back in, getting the heavy med combo killed again.
All right.
All right, they're using their criticals here. Gonna deny the push up the hill, setting them back down to the base of the hill. Scout coming in to flank the Demo, who's not paying attention to behind them.
Denying him any extra crit damage he would have gotten in that
But
situation.
Scout and Scatter going at that range is dangerous with crits, runs out of crits, doesn't matter, Pyro shows up.
Red
MBM
team
able to stop that
kill.
push. Absolutely, and I told you it was going to be an uphill battle. If they couldn't secure it there, that was probably going to be a cinch for them.
I mean, uphill battles are a good, like, 1/6 of what this map is.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to be down to the last 60 seconds here. We're going to see, will Big Doggy get a big donation to finish it out, or will they finish a challenge that gives them enough points? It's going to be a tough one for them right there.
It's been a very entertaining last 45 minutes of
Absolutely.
competition. I think really both teams showing their true potential here, really just not pulling any punches, going for the throat on each other, and absolutely wiping the floor with each other, making a very entertaining match to watch so far.
Absolutely. And both teams putting up a solid fight between them, but it seems like MBM has a good, solid lead over them, especially able to secure all those round wins. Unfortunately, Big Doggy not able to get a round win. They're going to pull out the crits here. They're going to go to deny anything else at this point.
We're approaching 10 seconds left in the competition.
Is it
It's
showing that none of us are math majors
coming
by
up.
any degree? 12, 11,
10,
10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
MBM is your winners for the last Shmoocon HackFortress.
Total victory.
What a fantastic match. Team MBM with 11 round wins over Big Doggy, securing no round wins there. That's going to be the big winner for them, honestly, with 825 points versus Big Doggy's round wins of 0. If they had the stronger, changed up their strategies for the Team Fortress 2 side, if they changed up their team composition, they might have stood a chance. But
I think that was an absolutely deserved victory from MBM.
Absolutely.
Showing their shit, getting the job done, absolutely destroying the enemy team, and winning the final Shmoocon HackFortress.
And this shows why they were at the last convention's champions. They were the last champions for DEF CON, and they've come to take it this year as well.
What a great feeling, winning 2 HackFortresses in a row, both at DEF CON and Shmoocon.
What a fantastic time we've had here today. Everybody who came out, we want to thank everybody who came to donate. We want to thank everybody who subscribed, everybody who competed and hacked and did whatever they had to do to get
And
here.
everybody who witnessed, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Carrick.
And I'm Tim.
Thank you for joining us for Shmoocon, the final Shmoocon HackFortress. Good night.
Good night.